GOP convention is entering its third day after some key members of the president's family made their pitches to voters last night. First Lady Melania Trump and his children, Eric and Tiffany, were among those defending the president and trying to assure voters that 4 more years of Trump are what this country needs. Our DC correspondent Jessica Smith is joining us now. And Jess, I guess with Melania Trump's speech, she was sort of showing us the softer side of the president.
Well, First Lady Melania Trump did express sympathy to people who have lost loved ones to COVID-19, and she was one of the few speakers who seemed to acknowledge that the virus is still an ongoing threat. Republicans are hoping that the First Lady is going to be able to convince women to support President Trump, who has consistently trailed Vice President Biden in polls among women voters. Let's watch.
I'm here because we need my husband to be our president and commander-in-chief for 4 more years. He is what is best for our country. We all know Donald Trump makes no secrets about how he feels about things. Total honesty is what we as citizens deserve from our president. Whether you like it or not, you always know what he's thinking.
Two other members of the Trump family also spoke, as you mentioned, Eric Trump and Tiffany Trump. We really don't hear from Tiffany Trump very often. She has largely stayed out of the public eye, but last night she did make the case for her dad's reelection, pointing to his efforts on criminal justice reform and the right to try. Larry Kudlow also spoke, and he made the argument that the economic recovery has begun and President Trump is the candidate to see it through. Brian?
Actually, it was a night of a lot of firsts, wasn't it? I mean, we had a first time a convention speech came from the Rose Garden, and first time that we saw a Secretary of State deliver a convention speech from a U.S. embassy overseas. Has there been any talk about that, any reaction to that?
Yeah, and not only those two items, but President Trump also issued a pardon and took part in a naturalization ceremony in pre-recorded segments from the White House. Those are all really big breaks from precedent, and it does blur the line between campaigning and governing. Watchdogs and Democrats are both crying foul on this, saying that the administration has violated the Hatch Act. And the Hatch Act does not apply to the president and vice president, but it does apply to other executive branch staffers. Now, the White House says that those videos were public earlier, and then the campaign decided to use those videos in the conventions, but critics are not buying that. And we've also heard from the chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Oversight and Investigations Subcommittee, Joaquin Castro, and he says that he is opening an investigation into Secretary Pompeo's speech, saying that he believes it was illegal.
Hey investors, Zach Guzman here. Are you interested in learning more about the markets and getting the latest financial news? Well, then click right here to subscribe to our Yahoo Finance YouTube channel. Get the latest up-to-the-minute market analysis, big interviews in the world of finance, and information on how to manage your money every day wherever you are.